Hi everyone, it's Tarnished Treasures, and today I'm going to be sharing my vintage and antique purse collection. I saw an article in Victoria Magazine, and this is July-August 2016, and it was about a woman who has a very large collection of purses, and I thought I'd share with you the article and show you what I own. So she is in Amsterdam. It says she's been collecting for over 30 years, and an anonymous person gave her money so she could actually display these in a townhouse. And you can see that it's set up like a museum. And she's got all different shapes, sizes, centuries, and materials represented in this collection. So the oldest piece she has is a goat leather pouch from France from the 16th century. We've got a Limoges piece, a silk letter case, tortoise leather handbag with a cover sheet of tortoiseshell inlaid with mother of pearl, another silk letter case, a reticule, tortoiseshell, mother of pearl, and gilt leaves enhance a German-made reticule. I think that one's my favorite. There is embossed leather, gold and silver with diamonds and rubies, beaded pieces, and it said that her favorite piece is this German crafted snakeskin bag that has an ivory cover sheet depicting Eve and the apple. And then there's other examples of travel cases, luggage. I mean, they're just absolutely beautiful. I would say that every purse I have in my collection has contained a mystery, a hidden treasure, something for me to discover. And I was thinking about the symbolism of that with a purse. This piece I found at our church rummage sale last summer, and it's got a gold tone frame, has some beautiful beadwork, and it really looks to be in excellent condition. So someone from my church owned this and donated it. And on the inside, it has some fabric, and you can see that it is well loved. So it's nice to see a purse that was used, but still in great shape on the outside. They are sewn onto the frame, so there's little holes in the metal that are pierced through, so you can put the lining in the outside, and I found a few where they've used rickrack to cover that up. This one also has a mirror, and when I found this at my church rummage sale, I was actually working, so I didn't really have a lot of time to shop. If I saw something, I just picked it up, stuck it in my pile, and purchased it at the end of the day. And then when I got home, I really got to delve into them and discover things. So what I discovered besides the mirror is that there was a package of Sen-Sen, and they're little black squares, little licorice flavored breath mints, gum, has the 5-cent price tag, breathtaking refreshment. I mean, there's a lot in there too. And it says it's from the American Chicle Company, so chiclets. And there also was a cross, but the cross was attached with many safety pins. And I do know that back in the day, people would say never leave home without a nickel or a dime or a quarter to use the phone. You know, maybe you needed some safety pins in case your clothing broke and you needed to mend it quickly. So I love that there's a chain of them, and then attached at the bottom is a cross. So I wouldn't say necessarily that the cross dates this purse, but I think that all of the safety pins and the package of Sen-Sen, when I had discovered those inside, I said this was like a time capsule. I paid $8 for this purse. I found this at the hospital sale. I probably paid about $20, $25 for it, and it was hanging up, and it just really drew my attention. There's always so much detail that is included in older pieces, and the more you look at it, the more you discover. This piece is made in France. It has some needlework on the front, and I love that on the back, it has the back of the rose. I was also drawn to this little pull here that has some flowers on it. and then the frame has flowers and leaves. So something that I did not notice until I was filming this was where the chain attaches, they are birds. I mean, no little detail was overlooked. So there's a little push button and it has a rose on top. So you push it down, you can open it. And when I shared this, when I purchased it, someone had commented that when silk gets older, it shreds like this. So I believe that that is silk on the inside. And the spot where it says that it was made in France is right there on the frame. And it does have a mirror. And I actually do not keep it snapped all the way because since the silk is so fragile, I don't want to tear it. So I don't close it all the way. And it has a nice beveled mirror in there. The fact that this still exists and you know that it originally came with the purse because the color is the same, I just love that. I purchased this purse on eBay last spring, and I am so glad that I purchased it because I think it's beautiful. I had it in my watch list for a while, and then I decided to buy it because it was, I want to say, around $30. It has these beautiful beads. I mean, I don't really think there's one missing, and it comes together in the center with a subtle pattern, and I did not notice that in the photographs. So when I opened up the package, that was a really nice surprise. Again, attention to detail. It has some dropped loops, and there are a few that are missing, and then the back looks the same. So I was drawn to this because of the clasp and monogram. I just love to collect those. And the seller said possibly sterling, but there are no markings. So it didn't really matter to me. I just really liked the way that it looked. So as I was trying to film this last week, I looked at the handle and I said, wow, that has really darkened, and the same with this. So I gave it a closer look and I actually pulled out my polishing cloth and it started to really clean up. So obviously that means it could be silver plate or it could be sterling. I did get out a magnet. It is not magnetic, so that could indicate sterling, along with the tarnish. And then I looked at it closer and I said, you know, there is no base metal that's showing through. There's no spots that look copper or brown or like a dull nickel. And then I said, okay, it's this white purse, you know, pretty fancy. I also know that a lot of times marcasite jewelry is set in sterling. I found many pieces at the thrift store. So I said, well, maybe this is sterling. Then I opened it up just to, you know, show off the inside. And compared to the other purses that I've already shared with you, this is pristine and it's white. And then it hit me. This is someone's bridal purse. It has to be. It's white, it's sterling, it has initials on it, and it looks like it's never been used, probably used on one day. And I feel like that is the mystery of this purse. So I'd like to polish it up a little bit more, and I might in the future get a sterling testing kit. It's a little stone, and you scrape the metal on the stone and you put a liquid like an acid on it, and if it's sterling it will look blue underneath. You have to test it a couple times, because if it's just silver plate, the first scraping you'll do will just get that real silver and it'll shine blue. So you have to do a couple deep ones. So you would just pick an area where it's okay to rub it on the stone. But I think that would be fun. And I'm thinking possibly the reason it's not marked sterling is because where this is attached, like soldered on, it could be marked underneath. Or this little piece that's added on top, it could be marked under that. And then it's been added to the clasp, and that's why you can't see it. But it was so neat. I wish I still had the footage of me opening it and saying, wow, it's so clean. And then just like this ding went off in my head what this could be. I have a few smaller purses or wallets, you might want to call them, but I feel like they fit in with the right time period and the elegance, and they hold things that a purse would hold. So there's this piece. I found it at the hospital sale, and it is sterling. It was marked around $50, which is less than half the cost of any that I can find online. And it's just so awesome that you would just slip it over your finger, just something that tucked into your hand, or, you know, it's a way to be hands-free. So I am going to polish this up so you can see the detail, because I do believe that the tarnish hides the beauty of this piece. And it is engraved JEB. So here I have polished it up, and I feel like you're able to see the design more. I did the chain. I only worked a little bit on the sides. It's hard to get down into the grooves, and I didn't want to use my paste on it because there's actually some original makeup in there, and I didn't want any water to get in there, any liquid. So I just imagine, I don't even know what kind of dance or where you would go. I feel like the opera or the symphony. So it's got a little latch there. And then on the inside, let's see, it has a gold tone to it, a gold covering. And it's marked, very sorry, Mark Sterling there. We've got a mirror. And then a spot for coins. So, oh, I actually have two in there. So I have Victory nickel from 1912. And that one is from 1906. So I think what I need is another one of these. So I can put the coin in there. And then this one is a dime. What year? 1942. I felt like it needed to have older coins in there. And here I believe could have been lipstick or maybe a pencil. Some of these you'll find actually have pads of paper and pencils in them. I believe a lipstick. And we've got the little powder puff with some powder. And let's see what's next to it. You know, it's interesting too, because you can see the blue color that has not faded that was under the prong, and a little bit of blush, or maybe it's the bottom of the powder. Not exactly sure. Actually, let's remove it and see. It almost looks like it's metal. Well, hidden discoveries. What did I say about purses? So I've never taken this out, and it says, what does that say? Chamant, maybe C-H-A-M-A-N-T or C-H-A-R-M-A-N-T Incorporated, Long Island City, New York. Petit bijou. Oh, little kiss rosebud. Oh, look at that. So probably blush. So of course we're going to slide that one out too. So that one has some foil left under there. And this says the same, and that is flesh. Okay, that's awesome. I will leave the foil in there. I'll get that back together. So that's fun to discover things like that. So I hang that on my purse wall as well. It is becoming evident that this is going to become a two-part video. I'm just trying to share all the aspects of these purses and the beauty of them, and I don't want to rush through. So come back for part 2. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.